The My Fund and Futures scaling plan. If you saw the beginning of the other video that I did on this, then this is a redo because that video was completely wrong. I was looking at the old scaling plan. So I have the new scaling plan for the starter account. 100% my bad, guys, right? Obviously, when I'm collecting resources and stuff, it's easy to get things mixed up, especially when there's old information out there on the web still available. So I took that video down just to make it as simple as possible for you all to understand what's going on, right? So in this video, which is really a reshoot of the other video, but if you didn't see it, it doesn't matter. I'm going to talk about the scaling plan, how I feel about the scaling plan in general with My Fund and Futures. And of course, if you want a My Fund and Futures account with an automatic discount applied, you can use my link down below in the description. For those of you who are new here, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. I'm a 7-figure trader, not on prop firms, just in my own personal account. And I've gotten paid out from many of the prop firms as well. I enjoy talking about trading, teaching people about trading more importantly, and I just love finance in general. I think that everybody should improve their finances. We are all capable of doing so, and trading is certainly one way to get there. If you're looking for a trading home, check out Trade Edge. The link to Trade Edge is at wap.com/tradeedge. You can utilize the free trial. To get there, we day trade live every single day, 9:30 to 11 a.m. We're not a call out server. We focus on teaching, but we do call out our trades when they are there. And super excited to announce the coaching program. Shoot me a DM on Discord if you're interested in the coaching program. The next cohort starts here on August 11th, right? It is a 30-day intensive program where I'll be analyzing your trades on a daily basis, providing feedback, as well as teaching things. I'm not going to go into that here, but again, shoot me a DM on Discord, right? You can get to the Discord through the same link, wap.com/tradeedge. Whew, wow, a lot of stuff. All right, so let's talk about the My Fund and Futures scaling plan. Okay, first and foremost, I do want to mention that this is tied to the starter account, of course, right? So My Fund and Futures just revamped their starter account, which is a really good guardrails type of program for new traders, okay? I think that prop firms are simply a tool in your tool belt for traders. I think that there's nothing wrong with trading with prop firms for a long time, or really forever, really. But again, they are just a tool, right? Your goal should be to take your profits, fund your own account, throw them into real estate, another vehicle, pay down your mortgage, whatever it is. But you know, trading in a real account is how you can just do whatever you want. All prop firms will always have some rules, right? My Fund and Futures is still my favorite firm, nonetheless. But the new starter plan that they created, I think, is a great system for brand new traders. All right. Typically, you know, traders can get into a long cycle of blowing up and things like that. I have a video talking about the starter plan as a whole that you can go check out as well. And you should definitely go over to the My Fund and Futures YouTube channel for a review. This microphone is like in my chin. It's a little close, guys. A little weird. All right. So let's look at the scaling plan, right? It says the scaling plan is implemented to prevent over leveraging and to promote consistent account growth. Known as the piggy bank method at My Fund and Futures, it allows you to scale micros, enabling easy partials and daily account growth. I don't know why they call it the piggy bank method. I guess you get more money in the bank. It gives you more leverage. This is kind of similar to how a real account works though, guys, right? So some people, it's funny talking to people about this, think it's cheesy, but this is literally how a real account works. So in a real account, let's just ignore what the margin is. Whether the margin is, you know, intraday span margin of like $500 or full margin at 12.5K. In a real account, you can't just slap on a bunch of contracts, right? You have to have capital to trade against, right? Margin, okay, is what they call it, margin. But essentially, your account has to be capitalized to take on more risk. So if I have an account with, you know, $10,000, I might be able to trade one contract. If I have an account with $30,000, I could trade 3 contracts. This is still highly leveraged, right? You get in for a starter account for, you know, less than $100 or whatever the current price is, right? But it's not thousands of dollars, and you're getting access to way more leverage. Okay, so the way that it works, so let's look at the 50K starter account. So when you're below $1,000 in profits, you get access to 1 contract, 1 mini, and 10 micros. So the micros scale to the mini typically just as they would, right? So for example, 1 NQ contract is $20 a point. 1 micro is $2 a point. 2 times 10 is 20. Okay, so these are directly tied to each other. Once you break $1,000 in profit, and so long as you're under $2,000, you get 2 contracts. Once you pass $2,000 in profit, you're under $3,000, you get 3. So it goes 1, 2, 3, pretty simple. Okay, and you're at full leverage for the 50K. The 100K, you start with 2. Okay, same profit target, break points. It goes from 2 to 3 to 4. And 150K, you start with 2. And it goes 2, 3, 4, 6 for both of these. And then you actually get up to 9 on the 150K. So quite a bit of leverage. What I think was really cool about this is that it forces you to trade small out the gate, which is what you should be doing anyways. And to be honest, guys, what's really, really key about this is that you shouldn't be over leveraging at all unless you're in A+ setups. One of the things that a lot of traders do, especially in prop accounts, is that they race to pass them. Trust me, I do it myself. I get it. It's a prop account. It's definitely not real money, right? You're trying to get real money in the end, but it's not real money. You're paying a fee, you're trading on sim, and you're getting paid for performance. That's what these prop firms are. You're getting paid for your performance in the markets. You're not actually realizing gains on trades in the markets, right? If you want to realize gains and losses on trades in the markets, you have to trade your own account, right? That's why the tax situation is different as well. We don't have to go into that, but there is a very, very, very big and important difference. What I like about this plan is that, again, it kind of puts you into that mindset of, oh, if I want access to more leverage, then I have to actually grow my account, which just makes sense. It just actually makes sense. So the starter account as a whole, I think, is a great account for newbies. Which one of these should you get? Should you get the 50K, the 100K, or the 150K? Let's actually go to the website and take a look. So let's go down to the starter. Okay, 50K is $80 a month. 100K is 150. 150K is 220. Okay. I already did a whole video reviewing this, but let's just think about the scaling, right? Again, we just talked about the scaling. It goes up to 3 contracts here. You essentially have a $2,500 of drawdown against 3 contracts. When you start here with 1 contract, it's going to be really hard to blow this up in one day with 1 contract. Okay. Go to 100K. You start with 2 contracts in case you forgot, right? You start with 2 contracts here. You have a trailing max drawdown of $3,500. It's going to be hard. I mean, 2 contracts is definitely doable to do that. But the point is, you can see how scaling into it gives you a little bit more safety. There's also this daily loss limit, which is incorporated, which is going to stop you from blowing up the account in one day. I talked about this in the other video as well, but the daily loss limit here is not an account failure. It just stops you for the day. So you literally can't fail this account in one day, which is really cool for new traders in particular. If you don't like this, go to the expert. There's really no reason to get hung up on it. You literally just pay for the different account. 150K, you start with 2 contracts as well. You get up to 9 contracts at the end, and you can see that your trailing max drawdown is 5K. So if you're max levered in this account, you definitely can blow 5K like nothing, right? That's honestly super duper fast, but you can scale into it. Drawdown mode is end of day on all of these. There's no activation fee on any of these, which I think is great as well. And it's just a really, really straightforward, simple account. Should I get the scaling plan or should I go with the expert? There's obviously more than just that difference. Cost is a difference as well here. The primary difference, I think, in my mind, is that you're given the option to immediately leverage out the gate and there's no daily loss limit. Okay. Obviously, it's more expensive. If you pass though and are getting paid quickly, it'll be irrelevant. So if you have experience, I would say go with the expert account. Okay. I prefer the expert accounts. I've been trading for a long time. Okay. Again, made 7 figures in the markets. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay. So for me, I'm just trying to get in, get my prop passed, get paid, and whatever. That's my strategy right now, which is totally fine. For you, if you're brand new, if you're a newbie, I think the starter account is a great way to learn. You should buy 1. Okay. And you should focus on getting paid from 1 before you scale up to 3. I know you can have 3 at a time, and we all, everybody's like, oh yeah, I get 3, and there are other firms where you can get 20. But focus on getting paid from 1, and then you can, literally once you get paid from 1, you can bankroll the other accounts and you're just net profitable from there. It's a much safer way to scale accounts, right? So you're scaling in 1 account and you're scaling across the accounts as well. Okay. And again, just to rehash this, you're starting with 1, okay, or 2, regardless of which one you start with. You're starting with 1 or you're starting with 2 contracts. To be honest, if we look at the profit targets here, okay, even with the $4,000 profit target, or sorry, that's a 50K account. Let's go to the 150K account. So the 150K account on the starter has a profit target of $9,000. It would take you a while, but you could do that with just 1 contract. You 100% could do that with 1 contract. If you're trading, looking for 50 to 100 point swings, 50 point swing on NQ, I'm implying you're trading NQ like I do, right? I trade mostly NQ, sometimes ES. 50 points is a K, 100 points is $2,000, okay? Nearly every trade that I take that's what I'm going for. If you're in my Discord, you know I'm not BSing you. Those are the setups we call, or everything on that is just scalps. We're not really calling those out. And we usually just tell people, hey, don't trade, just wait for the good setups. Okay. We had a setup we called out last week. I mean, I'm filming this, it's the 28th. So yeah, last week where we had a 200 point long that we called. Okay. 1 contract, it was over 200 points, like a 250 point long, right? Let's assume you got 200. That's $4,000. Okay. $4,000 on 1 contract. So suffice to say, the point there is you don't need a ton of leverage, guys. You don't need a ton of leverage. You don't need it. You don't need it. I'm gonna say it again. You don't need it. Okay, a lot of you guys are chasing the virtual P&L. You need to trade. You need to chase the real P&L. Okay, getting paid a couple $100 is fine. You don't need to make $7,000 of virtual money just so that you can lose $8,000 the next day and restart the cycle. That's all I really wanted to say in this video. Really short and to the point. I think that the scaling plan, again, is a great option for new traders. If you're a new trader, it's definitely where I would start. I would not touch the expert account, and I would just start with one, guys. Okay, even as an affiliate, obviously it'd be great if everybody went and just maxed out all the accounts. Don't do that. Absolutely don't do that. If you just started trading yesterday, probably don't even get a prop account. Fund your own account, do that, journal for 90 days, get some statistics about your trading, then come into the prop world. But nonetheless, if you are determined to utilize the leverage that props offer as a tool, then the starter account is a great option for you. If you want to ask me more questions about trading, life, get a little positivity affirmation for you, I'm here to help people however I can. One of the things that excites me the most is helping people achieve their goals. If I can leave you a little bit better than you found me, then I will have lived my purpose here on earth. However, it is that I do live. And nonetheless, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. I hope that you do too. See you in the next video.